The New York Stock Exchange is basically a place, and you've seen it in movies. A lot of people have seen it live on different business networks. A lot of people go, they have either money or they have things that they've already invested in. So Apple stock, Tesla, Walmart, Amazon, whatever. They have these papers in their hand that say, hey, I own this much stake in this company. Who wants it? Or I want stake in this company. Who has it? And they go to the New York Stock Exchange. This is how it used to be. And some people will say, I have it here. And you say, how much do you want for it? And they yell how much they want for it. And you say, I'll give you whatever. And then you say, I want 4, or I want 100, or I want 1,000. And they say, okay, cool. And they give it to you. And you go cash it in. And now you own a percentage, a very small piece of the company that guy sold you. This is what it means when a company goes public. They are no longer the sole owners of their company. Everyone can have a piece of that pie. The positives are, if we do great as a company, you do great, because our value goes up. If we bomb, sorry. So the places you'll see in Chicago, there's the Merck Exchange. In New York, there's the stock exchange. And essentially what that is that everyone goes there to make deals. When it comes to cryptocurrency, you have Solo, you have Exum or Zoom, you have BitTrue, KuCoin. They're the exact same thing, except it's digital. So you go there and say, I have this many XRP, this many Bitcoins, I have this many ETH. Don't do ETH. I have ADA, I have Joe, I have Colony, I have Locks, I have Smart Locks. You have whatever coins you have. You say, I have this many. Who wants some? Or I'm looking for this many of this. The difference is the New York Stock Exchange, the Chicago Mercantile, they have set hours. I don't remember exactly what the hours are, but they have set hours. Online on crypto, you can do it at any time. You can get up at 1:30 in the morning and you can exchange. There's a guy who created an exchange, a whole exchange. Hey, guys, you guys can come here and do your business. And I will make sure your business deals go through. How? I will make sure you can securely purchase these things, or you can securely pay for these things. And in order to back that, I have a coin also. And it's called FTX. A guy named Sam the Bankman who's free. 20-something years old, young kid, came up with his own exchange, his own venue, online venue for people to do these exchanges, these purchases, these sales. Just not for Amazon or Target or any of those businesses. It was strictly for online coins. At some point, this person became popular. And it's very strange that he would become popular, because it doesn't make sense that a cryptocurrency, which has been under attack by the federal government for the last 5 years, 6 years, well, mainly XRP is the one that's been under attack. It's been criticized, especially by the current SEC headhunter, Gary Gensler. They're trying to take down these exchanges or centralize them. In other words, they want more control. They want more involvement in this process. That way it doesn't devalue the American dollar or other world currencies. Even though we're the only ones who are really concerned with it. I think it's banned in China and Russia, or at least They're one of the two. But that's because they're dictatorships and they want full control over everything. And you have something that dips in, that has its own say and stuff, they don't like it. That's why Facebook isn't allowed in a lot of countries. And it's going to start happening in Twitter also. They want to be able to say, shut that down, and have the person respond and say, oh, yes, 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 sir, yes, sir. They don't want a free voice on the other side to say, no, I think it's fine. That's just not how dictators work. They don't like that. That's what the left does. Odd that they have that same behavior, isn't it? Anyway, this guy, Sam the bank man who's free, was able to magically create this system and then cost people billions of dollars. He lost everything. Sorry, he didn't lose anything. The people who were exchanging their money, you take this, I'll take this, you take this, I'll take this, they all lost everything. How? He shut down. Went bankrupt. Now it's weird because he still has money. He still has a lot of land in the Bahamas or in the Caribbean. I don't know if it's necessarily the Bahamas. He has millions and millions of dollar homes on islands. Something I haven't seen anyone talk about is why he's not in jail. No, I have seen people talk about that. But I'm going to give my theory as to why he's not in jail, and call me conspiracy theorist if you want. Sam the Bankman free, who's still free, was at a conference last weekend. He got ovation.
On behalf of everybody here and on behalf of the public, I want to thank you for engaging in it at a time, in truth, when I know you've been advised not to. So thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Sam Bankman-Fried, everybody.
There were some serious people there, even from the government. The SEC is supposedly there to protect the consumer and the people. Yet they go after a company called XRP, and when it looks like they're going to lose, which they will because they're wrong, all of a sudden this other thing happens with this Sam the Bankman who's still free. There's a really, really, really terrible TV show that used to be on, I think it was USA, and it was some guy named Todd Chrisley. I have no idea how he was famous, and he had a show on USA channel, I believe, and it's just him and his family, whatever. He's got a wife, he's got kids, and it's just strange because he's going to jail, and so is his wife, for tax evasion, and they scammed the federal government out of 20 million or 30 million. I don't even think they got the money though. I think they applied for a loan and they tried to do it, and then they lied about it. It's bad stuff. They're going to jail for up to 10 years, 10 to 12 years, something like that. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, they're going to jail. We know of people who have gone to jail for tax evasion. We know about Wesley Snipes, who literally did time. We know of people that they were after. You remember the, not Norton, what was the other one? McAfee. Remember they were after him? He had to hide in other countries and just live on his yacht. Our government goes after people when they steal. So when you don't pay your taxes, you're essentially robbing from the federal government, which is representative of us. Gary Gensler met with this guy before he went bankrupt. Here's my theory. You ready? The SEC is about to lose. The federal government is about to lose this XRP case. And when they lose, it's going to be very difficult to go after other currencies because of how XRP has defended itself. There's a guy named John Deaton, and he's done an amazing job of defending the people involved in XRP. And then XRP has its own lawyers. And it's not really XRP, I'm just saying XRP. Because that's the coin. For this conversation's sake, XRP. And they're going to win this case because the government has a very weird, multi-pronged approach to suing XRP. Why would he meet with Sam the Bankman, who's still somehow free? Everyone who's done stuff like this, except for bankers, Bankman, has gone to prison. You're stealing from the American people. He stole from very specific American people. I'd love to see how he did his taxes. How's that work? Seems weird. But why isn't he in jail? I'm trying to understand why he's still strolling around and going to conferences and getting standing ovations from Democrats. And here's the interesting thing. He gave $40 million to Democrats, and the argument as to why that's a problem is, but he gave the same amount to Republicans. So he's corrupt, but he's corrupt for everybody. He spent other people's money donating to these campaigns. How is that legal? I'm just throwing it out there that the government does not want decentralization. So there's this guy who does something that completely blows up the crypto world. Doesn't end it, but it really gives a strong case for the SEC to move forward and say, see, this is why we need new laws. And Biden said when he first got in office, we really just need to protect the people. We're going to make sure that there's some rules put in place so that this stuff has oversight. What better way to gain oversight than to have this idiot come out of nowhere, steal billions of dollars, intermingling with the federal government at the same time, and then he goes bankrupt. And not that he just went bankrupt, is that he's still free. He went bankrupt, and he's all right. Thank you, Bankman. That's how I'm seeing this. Great job. We'll take it from here. We appreciate it. We're going to use this precedent to destroy decentralization of crypto. And in a sense, destroy crypto. Because the whole point is to separate our money. Because there's no gold standard and our government just keeps printing money, we want to separate it from that. That's the whole point. The reason China won't allow it is because people don't want oversight from the government to determine the value of our money. We should be able to set that. And it seems to me that this Sam the Bankman, who's still somehow free, worked with the federal government, paid the federal government, met with the federal government, so that they can use this instance, this tragedy. Never let one of those go to waste. To use this tragedy to crack down on cryptocurrency. That makes sense to me, because nothing else does. He shouldn't be walking around free. I couldn't steal money from my job and get away with it. You steal money, if you're employed by somebody and you steal money from them, they can press charges on you and have you locked up. This guy stole billions. And he's in the Bahamas. And he's still meeting with politicians. Why is our Treasury Secretary at the same event as this guy? They talk about Donald Trump having lunch with that Fuentes troll and saying what a bad look that is. Oh my God, he's sitting down with white supremacists. Okay, Janet Yellen is in the same conference with a guy who stole Billions of dollars from American citizens. Billions. And the person who is over Treasury for the United States of America is speaking alongside this guy. And we're going to sit here, or you're going to sit here and tell me that this is not a blatant fix. I don't know. It just seems really weird. It seems really, really weird to me. Somebody else tell me how it's possible that you can steal billions of dollars from people and still walk in and out of this country. He's still talking to people about the money. I don't know. I think my girlfriend must have really screwed up. This is his excuse. The president of the United States of America said, we have to do something about this cryptocurrency. It's dangerous. Then all of a sudden somebody does something that was dangerous. Not in a physical way, but just dangerous monetarily. Then the person he chose as the Treasury Secretary is in the same conference as this guy who's free. And he shouldn't be. That's fine. That's not a big deal. But Trump, he met with a troll. That was in the news cycle for, well, ever since it happened. Since Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving, or was it right before Thanksgiving? They're still talking about that. They're talking about Sam the Bankman, who's still somehow free. And oh my gosh, how did he lose his money? How did we get this wrong? We're the ones who called him the next Warren Buffett. How did he even get on their radar? The government put him up there. He was made famous, put on magazines, celebrated on MSNBC, so that when he failed, everyone knew it. Now we have a case against cryptocurrency. And I submit to you that that's what just happened. Thank you.